Okay friends, it's time to get ready to start removing our bumper cover on this. Now to remove the bumper cover, looking up along the top here, you're going to find that you have a whole bunch of these black push clips that go all the way across. We're going to go ahead and leave those in for right now, but what we do want to do is go ahead and get underneath the front of the vehicle so we can start disconnecting things from underneath there. Then we'll move into the wheel wells, and then we'll finish off up along here and then remove the bumper cover. Underneath the front, you're going to find all the pins that look just like this. We're just going to carefully get in between this area. Essentially, you want to pull out the center aspect of this. That's going to unlock the push clip. And then once you have it out far enough, the whole thing should just pop right out. All right, so that's what it looks like. Once you pull out the center locking aspect, it releases these two ears, which makes it so it's unlocked, and you can go ahead and remove it. Let's go ahead and do the same all the way down the line here so we have access. Now that I've got all the outer portion done, we're going to continue on right here. You're going to find a push clip, another one here, over this way, and then all the way over on the other side as well. Let's go ahead and remove all the rest of those push clips so we can fully take this piece down. Okay, let's go ahead and grab this, get it right out of the way. Now at this point, we can make our way right up to the back side of the fog lamp assembly here. You're going to find a pigtail, which is the wiring. I'm just going to go ahead and grab onto this tab where my thumb is, carefully pull it away. Every time you remove an electrical connector, you just want to inspect it. If you see any funny colors, it's corrosion and it needs to be dealt with. That looks fine, so let's continue. All right, now we're going to go ahead and go over to the passenger side. We'll do the same exact thing. Go ahead and grab onto this electrical connector here, pull on that tab, inspect the wire. We'll set that aside. Let's go ahead and move back over towards the center. You're going to find your air temp sensor. We're going to just come in here with our little fork tool. I'm going to carefully get in between this area and separate the two. Are. We can let that hang, and now let's move into our wheel wells. Inside of each wheel well, you're going to find that you have several push clips that hold this inner fender liner to the bumper cover. We're just going to go ahead and remove only the ones that are connected to the bumper cover, and then of course we'll make our way over and do the exact same thing on the other side of the vehicle. Okay, so now that we've got all the push clips out of the way, let's go ahead and push that fender liner a little bit, and then we're going to look right up the corner right here of the bumper cover. You're going to find a bolt that holds the bumper cover to the fender. Let's go ahead and use a 9/32 socket. We'll get up in here, go ahead and remove that bolt. Once we have all of that out, we can continue on and do the exact same thing on the other side of the vehicle. There's that screw. Go ahead and pop this free. Let's use a small pocket screwdriver. We're going to carefully get underneath each of these ears on the bumper cover. We just want to separate the locked area so we can pop this free. Now this side's complete. We can continue over on the other side. Once that's popped free, we'll get up top and remove those push clips. Okay, back up top, we can start removing all of our push clips here. Now let's carefully grab onto that bumper cover. We're going to start pulling it away from the vehicle. At the same time, I'm going to grab onto one of the corners, start giving it a little tug so we can start removing it. Okay, there it is, friends. Now you just want to grab onto that assembly. You're going to give it a little wiggle and go ahead and remove it from the back side of the bumper cover. Go ahead and do the same to the other fog lamp. The next area that we're going to pay attention to are these two ears. Essentially, these are going to be what holds in the fog lamp bezel, which is going to be located from the front there. To get these out of here, you can see that they have these little hooks that are kind of facing towards me. What I need to do is just use a nice small pocket screwdriver. I'm going to carefully get inside this whole area right here. Once that's in, I'm going to come up along the lip that's supposed to be locking this in. And now what I want to do is just gently pry. So I'm going to have this in here, gently start prying, and then we're going to kind of flex this a little bit and start pressing it down and through. Sometimes you just got to work your way back and forth between these. Once it pops free, you can generally press it through. All right, so I've got this almost all the way through. So I'm just coming from the front. I'm trying to pull down on this, see if I can get it to separate. There we are. Pull that right out of there. Next, we're going to take out our center foam here. For this, you're going to find that you have some clips. I'm just going to use my fork tool, carefully get underneath the ear. We can gently lift this up. You could also use pliers or maybe even your fingers. Just be careful not to hurt yourself. Just grab onto that, lift it up, inspect it, set it aside. Now we're going to start removing the grill from up here. To do that, I'm going to start right in the center in this area here. I'll use a flat blade screwdriver. I'm going to carefully get in between this area, gently pry, reach right here, separate the two. Now we're going to come along the bottom of the grill where it connects onto the bumper cover as well. We'll start releasing this from its holding points as well. There's our grill. Set it aside. Now we can move along to our lower grill. For this, you're going to find a whole bunch more of those locking tabs that we're going to have to go ahead and carefully remove so we can get this grill off of here. The area that I want to start is right down along the bottom. I'm just going to go ahead and use my fork tool. You can use a screwdriver or whatever you want to use. Essentially, I just want to try to get in between here, and then I just want to go ahead and pry, just like what we did before. Carefully pry on that. Gently pull this up at the same time. We'll do the same to all of these along the bottom, and then we can start doing the top row. These top ones are the hardest. There we go. Now that it's starting to break free, I should have a little bit easier of a time. I'll just gently lift at the same time as doing all this. Set it aside. All right, let's go ahead and get our lower grill into the bumper cover. For this, I just want to go ahead and line up all the areas where my tabs are supposed to line up with the holes. Now, once we have all of them started in, we're just going to gently press it in. Listen for a click. Just double check them all. Make sure they're completely secure. Now we can get the upper grill onto the bumper here. What we want to pay attention to is all of our locking tabs. They go all the way across the bottom of this, but we also want to pay attention to the center one as well. Looking at the bumper cover, you can see exactly where all of those tabs are supposed to go, and you probably remember from the removal process. So let's just go ahead and slide this in. We're going to line up this center hole right here. That kind of gives us a little guideline. Now we can bring this up and into position and start lining up all of our locking tabs along the bumper cover. Once you feel as though they're lined up, let's go ahead and press them in. There we are. Sometimes you have to start in the center, sometimes along an edge, whatever you have to do to get it locked in. Double check to make sure they're all secure. Make our way to the center here. Lock this in as well. Okay, this looks great. Now it's time to get our foam insulator back in here. What we want to pay attention to is the holes that are in the insulator and of course the little prongs that come up from the bumper cover. I'm just going to go ahead and line this up. We'll slide it down so it's in position. Once you can see those tabs coming through the area, let's continue on with our locking clips. Now it's time for our locking clips. You want to pay attention to this area here. You can see that it has two ears. We want to make sure that each of those ears goes on either side of this. That's essentially what's going to hold this in. Press it right down to lock it in. Do the same on the other one. Now at this point, I always just give it a light tug. You're going to feel it wobble around a little bit, but essentially you just want to make sure that it doesn't fall right off of there. This feels fine, so we can continue. Now it's time to install our fog lamp bezel. Let's go ahead and have a look at the back side. We have this ear along here. That ear needs to line up with this area right along there. It's essentially going to come up and out through the back side. We also have these two locking ears. They need to slide into their corresponding holes. Press it in until you hear a click from each of them, and it should be locked in. Slide that ear right up inside here. Now we're going to start lining this area up. I'm going to come from the front, try pressing this through. Listen for that click. We got that click. I'm going to give this a nice push to make sure it's secure. And now we'll do the same on the other side. All right, now it's time to install our fog lamp assembly. You want to have a look at the lens itself. You can see up along here it says top. So of course we're going to want to have that facing up. Let's go ahead and take this. We're going to line it up. Now what you want to pay attention to is on each side here, you're going to have these little nubs that come up. They need to line up with their corresponding holes. After that, we can start in all 3 of our mounting bolts. Once they're all started, we'll snug them up. Make sure it's secure. Do the same to the other side. Okay, we're at the point where we're ready to start putting the bumper cover on. The areas that we want to pay attention to are along this area right here. That needs to fit up inside this area right directly underneath your headlamp assembly. You're going to have that on both sides of the vehicle. Also, we're going to pay attention to these areas along here. That needs to slide up and into this groove right here. That's how it gets held on. So as we start putting this up, we'll put in a couple push pins to hold it in the center. And then of course we need to start lining up each of the corners so we can continue on with the process. This is looking pretty good. I'm going to grab 2 of my push clips. Get that lined up right inside there. Okay, that looks good. Now I'm going to come along the side here. You can see we have all these little cutouts. Those need to fit in along with all those press-in tabs. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this lined up. You can see that it fits along this grooved area here all the way across. Once it looks good, we'll just give it a couple loving bonks. And now we can go ahead and start putting in our screws and of course do the same on the other side. Let's go ahead and put in our push clips for over here. Slide that outer portion in, lock it in with the center. Now that we have this side back together, let's do the exact same thing on the other side of the vehicle. Now from under here, we can go ahead and reconnect in our air temp sensor. Just go ahead and press this right in. Make sure it's facing up towards where the grill area is here. Now it's time to connect in the fog lamp assembly. Go ahead and line it up, press it in, listen for a click, give it a little wiggle to make sure it's secure. Now of course, you're just going to want to do the same on the other side. Now it's time to install the lower splash shield here. You want to, of course, make sure that the mounting points of the splash shield line up with the corresponding holes on the bumper cover. For that also, you want to make sure that this is up and over the top, so the bumper cover is underneath the bottom, essentially. And slide this right in. Okay. Now I'm going to line up all of my mounting holes here. Now we can start putting in our push clips. Start with the outer portion, and just go ahead and lock it in with the center. Do the same on the other side of the vehicle. Let's do these centers. Now we can start putting in our last push clips here.